And just come to Shavasana, lying on your back. Take up space. Just rest your body. Close your eyes. And settle in here, body still. For our opening meditation, we'll just have a little mantra. You'll say, inhale, confidence. Exhale, self-doubt. Just keep that going. As you inhale, say to yourself, confidence. And as you exhale, self-doubt. Could be in the nose, out the nose, in the nose, out the mouth. Just settling here, letting your shoulders relax, your jaw, your face, everything settle. Inhale, confidence. Exhale, self-doubt. Go ahead and take a few more rounds of that. Using this mantra to set the intention of the practice. Maybe 2 more rounds. I inhale, confidence. I exhale, self-doubt. And then from your Shavasana, just pull your knees into your chest and give yourself a big hug. If you want to use my playlist or another playlist for some music, you can go ahead and start it now. Give yourself a big loving hug. Maybe even bring your head up towards your knees and squeeze tight. And then exhale right back into Shavasana. And we'll keep doing that a few more times. So curl up tight. Give yourself an embrace. As you inhale, squeeze. And exhale, release. And if you want to add the mantra we've already practiced, inhaling confidence, exhaling self-doubt. Do it with the eyes closed, few more rounds. One last round. You can stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like. You can stay in Shavasana the whole practice, and that's yoga. All right. From here, inhale, pull the knees in, and we're going to get right into some core work. So knees to 90 degrees, knees over the hips. Shoulder blades are going to stay on the mat, head and neck on the mat as well. Press the palms into the thighs and press the thighs back into the hands. Just feel that resistance. Feel your lower back pressing into the earth. Flex your toes and press the ball of the feet away. Keep breathing. Find a calm, steady breath. 2 more breaths. Inhaling here. Exhale. You can do it. Stick with it. And then we'll go into dead bug from here. So left hand stays right where it is. Extend your right arm and right leg. Reach long. Exhale back to center. Right hand to right thigh. Left arm, left leg go long. Reach. Inhale, find the connection of left hand to left leg. Keep going at your own pace, nice and slow to engage the core. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you draw back in. Make sure your tailbone is tucked so your lower back's pressing into the mat. One more round. And then bring the hands to the knees and circle the knees around. Maybe give yourself a hug here, roll side to side, little massage of the sacrum. Let that go. You could shake out the legs. And then we're going to take elbow to knee. So everybody, feet down, knees bent. You could keep your feet on the mat, or you could lift the shins. Interlace the hands behind the head, elbows wide. Lift the shoulder blades, but keep space between chin and chest. Make sure your thighs don't come close to your chest. Keep them at 90. Tuck the tailbone again here so that your lower back presses into the earth. And then right elbow toward left thigh. Right leg either goes long or to the ceiling. Hold it here. Inhale. Exhale, knees back to center. Lift the shoulder blades. Tuck the tailbone. Elbows to the right. Left leg goes long. Hold it here. A slow, controlled bicycle. Inhale, back to center. Tuck the tailbone. Feel the core engage. Right elbow, left thigh, right leg long. Inhale, center, tuck tailbone, lift shoulder blades, left elbow, right thigh, left leg long. You're gonna take one more round. You can do it. Come back to 90 with the knees or feet to the mat. Lift shoulder blades, tuck tailbone to the left, right leg long. Inhale, center, last side. Lift shoulder blades, go to your right, left leg long. Lift both shoulder blades off the mat. And then come on back, shake out the legs, rock and roll, move side to side, move the knees around. We're more than halfway done with the core. We're gonna just repeat what we did. We're gonna do dead bug again, and then we're gonna do the hold again. So when you're ready, come back, knees to 90, press the palms into the thighs, extend right arm and right leg, reach, come back to center. Keep going. Don't forget to breathe. Feeling the heat build, warming up the body for some more dynamic poses. One more time on each side. You can do it. Make sure tailbone is tucked, lower back's pressing into the mat. And then keep that posture and just press, hold. Knees to 90, pressing the palms into the thighs. You know how hard you're working. 2 more steady breaths. And then let it go. Shake out the knees. Move the feet around, the knees around, hips around. Let the release feel good. And then just release the right leg long and pull the left knee in towards your chest, hands to the shin. Shoulder blades, head and neck are on the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, Shavasana, left leg long. Inhale, pull your right knee in, right knee bent. Inhale here. Exhale, Shavasana. Inhale, pull 2 knees to your chest. Roll to the right side and find the fetal position. Just pause for an inhale. And then on your exhale, use your hands to press up, tabletop position. Hands and knees come to your mat, spreading your fingers wide. And we'll start with some wrist stretches. So you can tap out the feet if you want, keeping the toes untucked. Turn the right fingers to face your knee and slowly lower your palm down. You don't have to go all the way down, and hold a little bit of weight in your left hand so you're not putting too much weight in the right. Big inhale here. Exhale, release, shake out the right wrist a little bit, and we'll go to the left hand. So spread the right hand wide, flip the left fingers to face your knee, and slowly lower. Gently easing into the wrist stretch, inhale. Exhale, shake out the left hand and place it back on the mat. Okay, back to the right hand. This time, your palm is gonna face you, fingers again facing your knee, and slowly lower the back of your hand towards the mat. Coming down towards the wrist. Again, use the left hand to gauge how much weight you wanna put into the right. All right, release that side, maybe shake out the wrist. And we'll go to the left, flipping the left palm to face you and slowly lowering the back of the hand down. We bear a lot of weight on our hands in yoga. Shake out the left wrist. You could always come to fists or forearms for more support. Okay, tabletop position, neutral spine. Spread through all 10 fingers, index fingers pointing forward. Now we're just gonna move. Our arms are gonna stay straight and strong. We're just gonna move our heart, our scapula. So let your shoulders kind of release down, your chest, your rib cage comes down, and then press back up, puffing up the back like a balloon. Couple more times, retract and protract your scapula, flossing those shoulders. 2 or 3 more times. Letting the heart dip down, let the elbows stay straight. Press back up, 1 more. And then back to your traditional tabletop. Extend your right leg long behind you, toes to the earth. Reach your right leg wide to the right. And then lower the foot down so that your left knee and the middle of your right foot are about in line with each other. The inner edge of the right foot can stay down. If you want to roll the whole foot and that works for your body, you can. Staying here, we'll add some cat-cow with the spine. So gaze up, Curl and round the spine, chin tucks. You might not have as much movement as a traditional cat-cow. Just see how it feels, closing the eyes, couple rounds. One more round. Neutralize the spine. Come back to tabletop, right knee down. Left leg reaches back behind you. Bring your left leg to the left and then lower the foot to the earth. Maybe the whole left foot rolls down, the left pinky toe, and then begin some cat-cows on this side. It might be a really subtle movement. Keeping the hands evenly weighted. So notice if your left hand is taking less or more weight and try to even it out. Moving with the breath. One more round. And then left knee comes down. Toes together, knees wide, child's pose. Hips back, reach the arms forward, forehead connects to the earth. Take a full round of breath, inhale. On exhale, press into your palms and pull yourself up like tabletop. Exhale back, child's pose. Keep going just like that, or inhale, table. We can add the push-up, keeping the knees down, elbows stay close to the ribcage, lower and lift. Back to child's pose. Couple more rounds, tabletop, child's pose. Option to add a little tricep work, a little push-up. Helping us out for arm balance later. You could also just stay and hold child's pose. One more time. And we meet in child's pose. When you're ready, hips to heels, forehead to mat. Now, keeping the connection with the forehead on the mat, we're just going to lift one arm and then the other. So starting with the right arm, left hand stays right where it is. Bring your left thumb towards the ceiling. So thumb up, pinky finger down, and then inhale, lift your whole right arm. Your shoulder lifted up and just hold for 3. Maybe it doesn't go far. For 2, for 1, lower the right hand down, release. Now roll to the left pinky finger, left thumb to the sky. And you're gonna lift your whole left arm up, working the shoulder. Inhale, 1, 2, and 3. Lower it down, release. Inhale, pull yourself all the way through to cobra, sliding your heart through, coming onto your thighs. Tops of the feet stay on the mat, elbows stay bent slightly. And then look over your right shoulder. Inhale, center, look to the left. One more time, look to each side, little tilt to the head. Now slowly lower onto your belly, let your forehead come down and reach your arms alongside the body. Keeping the forehead connected, just like in child's pose, forehead stays down. Now we're gonna lift one leg, then the other. So keep your left leg heavy, forehead touching the mat. Inhale, lift the right leg, peel up the thigh, even the whole leg up to the hip if you can for one more inhale. Exhale, let that right leg be heavy. And now we'll take the left leg. Just keep the toe pointed. Inhale, lift up, holding for 3. You got it. Last 2, lift it higher. And 1, let it go. Let the head move side to side, rolling the forehead a little bit. Let the hips move side to side, massaging the lower back. And then everybody reach your arms up overhead, making a big, long shape. We're gonna do some back work. So the first round, keep your feet, your legs on the mat. Just inhale, lift arms, lift chest, reach the fingers forward. Inhale here, like the letter I. Exhale, slowly lower. Open up your arms like the letter Y. And as you're ready, legs stay down. Inhale, lift the upper body and the arms. Exhale, gently lower. Arms wide like the letter T. Legs stay down. As you're ready, inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Okay, we're gonna repeat all of that. This time, you can lift the legs as well if you'd like. So come back to the letter I, arms alongside the ears. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, very gently descend. Open up the arms a little wider. Inhale, lift arms, maybe lift legs as well. Exhale, lower. Arms out wide, like the letter T. Inhale, lift. See if you can peel your legs up, your heart up a little higher, floating and flying. Inhale. Very gently lower back down. Hands by the chest, child's pose. Knees wide, toes kissed together, forehead to the mat. Everybody bend the elbows and press the palms into each other over your head. One more round of breath. Plant the palms and make your way into your first downward facing dog practice, maybe through tabletop or plank. Move the dog around, move to learn, shake your head, shake your tail. Pedal the feet. Starting to square off the hips and the shoulders. Again, index fingers pointing forward, all 10 fingers spreading wide. And start to slow down the dog and find a little bit more stillness. Walk your feet as wide as the mat. Bring your hands closer to each other towards the middle of the mat and reach your right hand under and to the left, grabbing your left thigh, calf or ankle for a twisted down dog, looking under your left armpit. Keep reaching both heels back. All right, right hand comes back down, left hand reaches to the right. Twisted down dog on the second side. One more inhale. Exhale, two hands down. Walk your hands all the way to the back of the mat. Forward fold at the back of the mat. Heel to your feet to about hip width distance. Hang heavy, forward fold. Inhale, take a half lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up to the first mountain pose, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down. We'll add some calf raises. So as you inhale, arms up, heels up. Exhale, arms down, heels down. Playing with the balance, engaging the calves. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep going. Either stay just like this or add an open arm twist. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open to the right. Inhale, back through center. Open to the left. Keep going or make any pattern you'd like. Moving with your own breath. One or two more rounds. Next time your heels and hands come down, fold all the way forward, hinging from the hips, head heavy. Take a halfway lift, reset the spine, flatten the back. Exhale. Walk all the way to plank, crawling your hands to the top of the mat, and just hold plank. We're gonna take our first flow, our first vinyasa, super slow, like in slow motion. So a couple breaths for each move. Inhaling here, either lower the knees and go to your chest and chin, or exhale, slowly lower the elbows. On your next inhale, heart through for cobra or up dog. And again, hold it for an extra breath or two. Back to your down dog. From downward facing dog, inhale, right leg high. High lunge, step the right foot forward, about hip width distance apart. As you're ready, rise up, find your balance, shoulders over hips, right knee over ankle. Reach the left heel back to straighten the left leg, lift the left thigh. Right hand down to the right, left arm reaches over. Side body stretch in the right side body. Keep the engagement of the legs. Inhale here. Exhale, left bicep over right thigh, coming to a full deeper twist. Maybe palms press, or maybe a fist with the bottom hand. Legs stay the same, deepening the twist. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. So slowly lower your left knee to the earth. You could have a little blanket underneath you, or you could make sure that you're on the meaty part of your lower thigh, right above the knee, instead of directly on the knee. Deepen the twist in the low lunge. Inhale. Now exhale back to high lunge. Straighten the left leg. We're going to come into a twisted chair. So look to your right big toe and step your left foot to meet it. Chair pose with a twist. Big inhale. You got it. Stay low. Exhale, fold forward. Release. Half lift, long spine. Plant the palms, step the feet back. Vinyasa or directly into down dog. On your inhale, left leg high. High lunge, step the left foot through. Inhale, arms up, keeping the hips square to the front of the mat, drawing the rib cage in. Left hand comes down to the left, right arm reaches up and over. Side body stretch to the right. Keep the right leg straight. Inhale here. Exhale, bending your right elbow, cross it across the left thigh. Maybe hands at palms, pressing at like palms, or making a fist. Keep drawing your left hip in. Inhale, deepen the lunge. Exhale, bend the right knee, gently descend to low lunge. Notice if you can get a little deeper in your twist here when you're not so worried about balance. Inhale. Keep the deepening of the twist and then straighten your right leg coming back to high lunge. Stepping into chair, look to your left foot, step forward. Both knees bent, look to the left, inhale. And exhale, release, fold forward, head heavy. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, your vinyasa. Could be knees, chest, chin. It could be a child's pose. Go through your flow. Take a full round of breath when you get to down dog. Inhale. And exhale completely. Bend the knees gently. Look to your hands. On your exhale, hop towards the top of the mat. Half lift, reset, release. Feet could be hip width distance or bring your toes together, heels apart. Chair pose, arms up, get low. Inhale, stand up, mountain. Stand up tall. Exhale, back into chair. Sink low. Keep going between mountain and chair. If you'd like to add a little bit more in the calves, you can come onto your toes, lifting the heels, and see if you can keep that as you go down. Keeping the heels lifted, challenging the balance. Nice work. Maybe one or two more. Next time you're in mountain pose, just shake it out. Move your arms, move your legs, let it go. Coming to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold, go through your vinyasa. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. From down dog, shift forward to plank, shoulders over wrists. Roll the heels to the left hand stays down, reach the right arm high. Side plank. Now you could come to your forearm, you could lower your left knee or use a little kickstand with the right foot. Hips higher. Come back to plank, right hand down. Traditional plank. Heels roll to the right, left hand lifts. Stacking shoulders, stacking hips. Side plank to the other side. Spread the left fingers. Come back, reset and plank, left hand plants. Now you could lower the knees, or if you're ready, we're gonna keep going side to side. Roll heels to the left, right hand high. If you need to take a break, you can press back to down dog. You could come to child's pose. If you would like to add on, when you come to plank, you could take a chaturanga push-up. You could also do this from your knees, lowering and lifting. You got this. Couple more rounds at your own pace. Beautiful work, beautiful choices. Next time you come to plank, pause there. And everybody push back, downward facing dog. 3 full breaths here. Down dog, which is a very active pose. In fact, it's an inversion because your head is below your heart, but right now it might feel like more of a resting pose, so savor it. 2 more big breaths. On your inhale, right leg high. High lunge. Arms up. So we've been here before. Find your stability. And then power lunge. Reach your chest, reach your arms forward. Start to walk your back foot in. We're coming to warrior 3, balancing. Lifting off, 2 straight legs. Shoulders are squared. Reach your arms forward. 1 more inhale to balance. And we step back to warrior 1, bending your right knee, gently landing your left foot towards the back of the mat. Hips and shoulders stay squaring. You can bring your hands to your hips to help draw left hip forward, right hip back. Arms up overhead. 2 slow breaths here. Soften in the fingertips, soften in the face. Right knee over ankle. 1 more inhale. Exhale, open up warrior 2. Right arm forward, left arm back. Maybe widen the stance or deepen the lunge. Reach through fingertips. Bring your pinky fingers a little further behind you. Make sure hips are parallel, shoulders over hips. 2 more slow breaths, soften the face. One more inhale. And then cartwheel left hand down, untuck your left toes, twisted lunge. Right arm open, look to the right. 1 more inhale, gently lower your left knee down. Left hand stays where it is, and reach your right leg back for a side plank variation. You could angle your left shin to help with the balance. Maybe reach your right arm overhead. Maybe bend your right knee and grab the right foot or ankle for a bind or quad stretch, kicking foot into hand. One more inhale. If you have the bind, very gently release. Extend your right leg long. 2 hands down, take a couple cat-cows. And then either plank and go through your vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. From down dog, left heel high. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Lean your arms, lean your chest forward. Power lunge. Getting a little lighter in your back foot. Maybe walk the back foot in. Balancing warrior 3. Left foot is the base. Make sure your left toes and kneecap are facing forward. Lift your right heel a little higher. Reach your fingertips. Stepping back to warrior 1. Left knee bends, right foot to the back of the mat. Quietly land. And then maybe widen your stance. Draw your right shoulder forward. Slow the breath here. Keep pressing the outside edge of right foot back into the mat. Inhale. Warrior two, open wide. Broaden across the chest. Reach your fingers. Holding for a couple breaths. One more inhale. And exhale, cartwheel the right hand down, untuck the right toes, left hand to the sky, twisted lunge. Gently lower the right knee. Right hand stays planted. Left leg reaches back. Variation of side plank, maybe left arm over the ear. Maybe left knee bends, reaching for foot or ankle. If you have the bind, very gently release. Everybody come back to tabletop. Take a couple rounds of cat-cow, wash it out, undulating the spine, closing the eyes. And then your vinyasa or not, we meet in downward facing dog. When you reach down dog, stay for a couple rounds of breath. Maybe close the eyes, maybe a lion's breath, sticking out the tongue, audibly exhaling. Let it go. On your next inhale, reach your right leg high. Cross your right foot behind the left, so lining up the ankles, two straight legs. And then inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, back, downward facing dog with the legs crossed. Inhale, shoulders over wrists, plank pose, look forward. Exhale, back, down dog. One more time, plank, right foot is still over the left. Roll your heels to the left, right hand high. Variation of side plank. Come on back. Now lift your right leg and hover it. And tap it to the right, nice and wide. Just tap the right toe, bring it back to center. Two more toe taps, stay strong. You can lower the knees if you need. Tap, come back. One more, tap, come on back. 2 feet down, down dog is the release. Reach the heels back, inhale fully. Exhale completely. Inhale, left heel high. Left leg behind the right, crossing the ankles. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Again, plank. Down dog. This time, hold plank, stay here. Roll the heels to the right. Left hand to the sky, another side plank variation. Slowly lower your left hand. Lift the left leg and hover it. Tap your left leg wide to the left. Draw it back in. 2 more, tap to the left. Pull it in. 1 more, you got this. Tap and pull. Down dog. Breathe in. Let it go. Bend your knees, and on your exhale, hop towards the middle or top of your mat. Land soft. Heel to your feet a little wider. Heels in and toes out. Take a half lift from here. Really draw the crown of head forward. Exhale, release. Head heavy. Now sit down like chair pose, but really it's a squat because your legs are wide, so arms up. Inhale, stand up. I'm doing turn so you can see me better. Sink back down into your squat. This time, stand up and balance on left foot, draw your right knee in. Just like we did from our back in Shavasana, pull your right knee in. Exhale, step down, squat, get low. Inhale, stand up and grab the other foot. Hands to shins, stand tall, shoulders over hips. Keep going at your own pace, nice and slow, low with the squat, and balancing, standing up. We're gonna add on, but let's do one more on this side. Hitting the left side. Okay, come on down to your squat. This time, we'll start to stand up. Pull your right knee in, and before you put your leg down, come to a curtsy lunge, stepping one foot behind the other, get low. Hands can come to heart. Inhale, stand up, hold the right shin. Exhale, find a squat in between. Stand up and squeeze. Step back, curtsy lunge. Nice work, stand up. Any arm placement to help you with the balance. So keep going with this pattern or really make your own pattern, whatever you'd like, trying to get each of these elements in. If you forget the order, don't worry about it. Just keep going with your breath. Squats, standing balance, and curtsy lunges. Once more on each side. Nice work. I see you all getting low. Maybe make this one your last. And whenever you're ready, just stand up and shake it out. If you're not at the top of the mat, come back to the top of the mat. Kicking out the arms, kicking out the legs. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, long spine. Step back, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high, high lunge. Arms up. From high lunge, we're gonna come to one-legged mountain. So right leg is your base. Stand up, left knee lifted. This time your hands are up instead of on your shin. Reach your right arm forward, left arm back. Open arm twist. Reach your fingertips. Come back to center with the arms. Left knee stays up. And circle your left knee, shin, thigh backwards. Big circles, keeping the balance if you can. When you're ready, gently step your left foot to the back of the mat for star pose. Heels in, toes out, arms up, take up space. Now take a little smaller star than usual, so maybe walk your feet in a little bit so you have some balance. Bend your right knee gently, pour the weight into your right foot and lift your left leg, balancing star. Lean to the right. Quietly land your left foot, bending the knee as you land, and switch sides. Balancing star to the left. Keep going. Floating and lifting. Working the ankles, the obliques. One or two more to each side. Maybe going faster or slower. And whenever you're done, find star pose. Heel toe the feet wide again. Parallel the feet. And then bend your left knee deeply. Side lunge. If you'd like to go into a full skandasana, you can put your hands down and lift your right toes. 3 breaths. Start to crawl yourself to the other side, bending your right knee. Side lunge, maybe skandasana, deep lunge. All right, hands to the top of the mat, feet to the back of the mat, hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high, exhale high lunge, arms up. Coming into one-legged mountain, left leg is your base, right leg lifted. Open arm twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, arms to center. Start to circle your right knee backwards. When you're ready, step into star. Right foot steps open up. Sink down, goddess. Bend the knees. Get low. Hands to heart. And then bring your hands to your thighs. Fingers can face in or out. Let your left shoulder release. Look to your right. Switch sides. Once or twice more. Maybe lifting one heel and then the other. When you're ready, press into the heels, rise up, star pose. Cartwheel the hands to the top of the mat. Step back, hips high, down dog. This time, bend your knees, look towards your hands and hop into a squat. So hop your feet wider than your hands or step to get there. Malasana, heels in, toes out, palms pressed. Lengthen the chest, lengthen the heart. And now we're gonna have our peak pose, side crow. So if you wanna just take traditional crow and you know it, go for it. Otherwise, I'll talk you through side crow. So your toes are together, you're gonna zip up your legs, your shins, your thighs, your knees together. Your arms are gonna go perpendicular to your legs. Chaturanga arms, your upper arms, biceps, triceps are like a little shelf for your legs. So left, if I'm going to my right side first, my left arm's gonna hold my upper leg or knee, and my right arm's gonna hold my hips. Spreading your fingers wide, looking forward and just leaning, tilting. Maybe your whole head comes down and you have to play with that balance, but just playing with it, squeezing the legs together, chaturanga in the arms, like a little seesaw. You play with the balance. Maybe one side is easier than the other for you. We've done some twists and some side stretches, so hopefully you're feeling pretty open to practice this or try it out if it's your first time. Whenever you're ready, you can switch sides. One side might be more natural. If you're more advanced or this is coming easier to you, you can stop using the back arm and just balance on that front arm. If you're feeling more successful in traditional crow today, go for it. We haven't done a ton of hip opening, but you can play with the balance. One or two more breaths. If you're done with it, just shake out the arms. We're gonna do some wrist stretches next. Whenever you feel done, find a squat, malasana. And just take a breath. Close the eyes, roll the neck around. Everybody come to your shins. You could have the toes tucked or untucked. It's gonna be a bit of a stretch if you tuck them, so it's up to you. Just make fists and roll your wrists around. Let the shoulders relax. It's a lot of work for the wrists. If you need to untuck your toes, go for it. Okay, arms up, reach through your fingertips, and then ball them up like a tight little fist. Open, wide, and clench, shoulders relaxed. One more, open, wide, and clench. Now go super fast, flashing lights. Open, close, open, close. I know your arms and wrists are getting tired. Keep going, you got it. 3, 2, 1, shake it out. Great for the wrists. All right, hands to the top of the mat, feet to the back of the mat. Take your vinyasa or go to dog. Amazing standing practice, everyone. We're warming down from here. When you're ready, reach your right leg high. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Scorpion dog, flip dog, fire hydrant pose, anything you need before we head into half pigeon. So reach the right leg up again, right knee towards the right side of the mat, right foot towards the left side of the mat. Before you fold, lift and puff up the chest like a pigeon, and with that space, fold forward. Maybe a pillow or a block beneath you or hands. Sleeping half pigeon. 6 rounds of breath here. Start to rise out. Pressing into the palms, maybe finding another three-legged dog, shaking the right leg out. As we prepare for the second side, left leg lifts, bend the knee, scorpion dog, maybe flip the dog, or circle the knee. And then find half pigeon when you're ready. Shin does not have to be parallel with the top of the mat. Make sure your right leg is straight behind you. Find length in the chest and the spine to fold forward. Maybe you want to bring back that mantra, a little meditation we started practice with. Inhale, confidence. Exhale, self-doubt. Keep repeating that in your head if that's working for you. Or just I inhale, I exhale. To stay present, even in the more still postures. Last breath. Start to press up. Three-legged dog. Last down dog. Walk the feet wide. Let's take one more twisted dog. Hands towards center. Reach right arm under towards left leg. Switch sides, right hand down, left hand to right leg. Downward facing dog. As you're ready, bend the knees, hop all the way through and roll onto your back for some back bends. Bring the soles of your feet down about hip width distance, knees are bent. Fingertips tickle the heels. We're gonna set up for bridge pose first, and then you could take a second bridge or wheel. So as you're ready, hands towards the heels, palms to the earth. Inhale, lift the hips. Imagine you're squeezing a block between the thighs. Reach the knees away from you to lengthen the thighs. Maybe roll one shoulder and the other underneath and interlace the arms. Space between chin and chest. Keep lifting the hips higher. 3 more rounds of breath. Stay strong, pressing through all 4 corners of the feet. If your shoulders are underneath you, slowly release one out from the other side, and one vertebra at a time, lay your back down. Make a choice, feet wide and knees together, or feet touching, knees wide, butterfly. Arms can be open, palms up, or hand to heart, hand to belly. Close the eyes, 3 breaths. If you're in butterfly, hands to the outer thighs and close the legs like a book. If your feet are wide, heel toe them back to parallel. Second back bend, it could be bridge again. You could also make it restorative with your hands on your sacrum or a block beneath you. If you're ready for wheel, I'll demonstrate that. Fingers facing the shoulders, palms down by the ears. Lift up to your crown of head and then press the arms straight. Stay wherever you are, 8 rounds of breath. If you're feeling really open and you want to add on to wheel, you can straighten the legs. Wherever you are, very slowly, tucking the chin, start to lower upper, middle, and lower back to the earth. Make a choice again. Feet wide, knees together, or soles of the feet together, knees wide. Close the eyes, palms up, or hand to heart, hand to belly. You're in butterfly. Use your hands to close the legs like a book. And we're going to move into shoulder stand. If you know it, you can go for it. Otherwise, watch first. You don't want to move your head left and right once you're in the inversion. You could also just take feet up the wall, or if there's no wall near you, feet to the sky and stay right there. You'll get the same benefits. So for shoulder stand, you'll lift the legs, hands to the sacrum for support. See if you can get your ankles over your hips, over your shoulders, and start to feel the blood flow in the other direction. You could stay still or bicycle the feet or wrap the legs like eagle. Take about 8 rounds of breath. If you'd like to move into plow pose with the legs straight or knees bent, you'll reach the feet behind the head. Stay for a couple of breaths. And then everybody, let's start to come out very slowly, hands to the sacrum, lowering your back to the earth. Coming out of your inversion, we'll take the counter pose, fish pose. So come onto your forearms, shoulders directly over the elbows. Sit on your hands, so palms down. Wiggle yourself on top of your hands. Tilt your chin to the sky, head back, and let your head just rest. 2 breaths in the counter pose here. And start to come out of that. Come all the way to your back. Give yourself a hug and find happy baby. Feet to the sky, hands to the feet. Pull the knees down outside the rib cage. Press the feet into your hands. Maybe roll side to side. Our last pose of practice before the most important posture, Shavasana. So take any last bit of movement, maybe a flutter of the lips or a big ha or straightening one leg or the other. And then when you're ready, curl up like a tiny ball, squeeze everything in, hands over the shins, forehead to the knees, and release into your Shavasana, taking up space, settling into stillness, closing the eyes, getting as comfortable as you can to completely rest, trying to restore the body, soak up all the benefits of the hard work you've done. I'll give you a full 5 minutes in silence and stillness, and I'll guide you out when it is time. Begin to reawaken your body as gently as you can. Wiggling fingers, wiggling toes, maybe taking a full body stretch, reaching the arms overhead. Eventually, using your next 5 to 10 breaths, find another hug and roll to the fetal position to pause. Lao Tzu says, because one believes in oneself, one doesn't try to convince others. Because one is content with oneself, one doesn't need others' approval. Because one accepts oneself, the whole world accepts him or her. Roll yourself into the fetal position and then press yourself to a seat to close practice together. Sit tall. Exhale everything out. Inhale to fill up. And exhale to let it go. You bow your head to seal your practice. Thank you for showing up with me and moving with me this morning. Hope you feel great.